The brother Kadash giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kadash. I ran across this video on my wall. I believe it's an elder that's making a response video about what Gorilla Hebrew said. Basically another elder, but so I'm gonna make a video about what he said about what but the spirit kind of got on me. I think I'm gonna name this like truth versus feelings, because I feel like that's a big problem within our community, Hebrew Israelites community, our people. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of feelings, grown men running around with their feelings. This is why we can't come together. You know, I've seen, like, I did this little exercise kind of like when we were trying to figure out like what makes a group of people like stronger than another group of people, you know what I mean? And then I went through historical facts, and it's always seemed like the nation that was more unified always was stronger, and the nations that were divided were always conquered. I give you an example. When the U.S. Army came to America and they started taking down the native Indians and the Aztecs, and it's not that they had more people, it was just that they were more unified than a lot of the tribes, where the tribes were fighting against each other. Right. So they were able to conquer them pretty much damn near like one by one, tribe by tribe, or region by region. You know what I mean? And then when you look at any empire, Romans, Greeks, and even the Israelites, you may say, well, where's that at in the Bible? Well, the thing about it is, it's the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us. If you read through them and you understand them fully, then you understand what the law, statutes, and commandments is about, which is what Yahweh Shai said, you know, because he summed it down to the two, you know, love God and love your neighbor as you love yourself. So it's like, it's a unifying covenant that unifies the people of Israel, and that's where the power comes at. It's not just the law, do not commit adultery, do not steal, do not kill. It's not just the commandments. Okay, well, if we keep these commandments, then magically or something like that, we're going to be stronger than everybody. No, it's what those commandments do. What those commandments do for our people is it unifies our people. So that's why it's so important. This is why Yahweh Shai was breaking down how if you hate your brother, you know, or forgive your brother this many times, or really breaking down the hatred of one another. So like even in the Israelite community, you still see that as an example of what we're about to play. So I just want to play it, and then we're going to break down some scriptures. But you got to remember though, if we go off truth over feelings, right? When you have a conversation with an Israelite brother about something, it's going 9 times out of 10, he going to be in his feelings. Just like this guy talking about Hebrew Israelites. We finna bring it up, and I'm finna show you how he clearly going off and he just in his feelings. It's all about his feelings. He's scratching off the truth. He don't care about the truth no more. All he doing is making a video trying to rebuke Gorilla Hebrew, but it's not based on facts, or it's not based on the truth. It's only based off his feelings. And you can even use your feelings and go in the Bible and find scriptures isolated to validate your feelings, but it's still based on your feelings and not based on any truth. So let's let this play.
I want to go back to what you said about the end times, right? Mm-hmm. You said after quote unquote Jesus, or what is called Jesus Christ,
yeah,
after he passed away, that's when the end times began, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So you genuinely believe we're in the end times?
For sure, 100%.
I mean, my thing is, how long can the end times last? Because I mean, we're talking about when
2,000 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm saying.
Right. So he's being asked the question, and he's answering the question truthfully to the best of his ability. Right? How could we condemn? Now let it keep on.
So like, how long do these end times really last?
Well, it's hard to say, but we do know, according to Scripture, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So it's been 2,000 years to
True.
humanity, but to God it's been 2 days. It says, and by the third day that He would rise, that we would rise up again. So I would say in about 3,000 years. So anywhere between now and 1,000 years from now, it can be over.
So there's a good possibility we might not even be able to see the return of Jesus Christ.
That's possible, yeah, for sure. I'm not like saying, hey, a doomsday preacher, hey, look, get ready, nigga, it's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, it could. And if I take a look at the prophetic timeline and what's going on in the world right now, it's looking pretty good for us, but you know, things could change.
So what does that happen with
GMS?
So right there, let's stop it right there. Right? Everything that he said biblically was truth. Like, biblically, everything that the brother said. I'm not a Sakari member, you know, but biblically, I could agree just as an Israelite, you know, that everything Gorilla Hebrew said was correct. It was no false in it. Yes, the third day. He answered the question. Yes, it's been about 2,000 years. The Lord said he's going to come back in the third day. He said he's going to cut the time short. But guess what? We don't know exactly what that short is. We could be here to 2,000 and, well, 3,000. The year 3,000. We can. So that's a truth. That it's true that we very well can. Do we want to? No. Do we think that that's going to happen? No. Are we praying that that's going to happen? No. But the truth is, the truth over your feelings is that it's true that we can. And see, that's always been a thing for me. This is the reason why I haven't, like, when I was going down to the GMS camp, this is one of the reasons why I couldn't join and I decided to leave it, because I seen that they were dealing with their feelings. When I had an interaction with the leader of the camp, I seen that they was dealing with their feelings over like truth. It ain't really about truth. It's about feelings and man worshiping and commandments of man's and who you feel and how you feel about what this person said or who this person is. It's respective of persons. How do you feel about the person determines what can be said and how they could deal with you. It's not based on just the law and facts. It's based on all our feelings. So let's hear what he says. But, you know, this is Hosea 6, just real quick. Verse 2, after 2 days will he revive us. In the third day he will raise us. So you got to raise us up and we shall live in his sight. So when you teaching the truth, you can't add to it or take away. You got to teach the, hey, yeah, this is what it says. It could be all the way to the third day. That's 3,000 days. I mean, yeah, 3,000 years, because 1,000 years to us is 1 day to the Lord. That's fact. That's biblical. That's truth, what Gorilla Hebrew said. Now, how me as a brother, as a Hebrew Israelite, how could I come back based on an assumption, on some hate and shit, on my feelings, and then try to come at him? Let's let it play.
Doomsday preachers with a purpose. Doomsday preachers with a purpose. Yeah, we are doomsday preachers. All right, so you've been seeing all the videos coming out from the brothers, the apostles first, elders, and brothers of GMS going into and getting on this guy, Al-Azhar. Now, he didn't outright say that that it could be 1,000 years. What he did say, it could be anywhere from, now to 1,000 years from now, we could see the end come. But
see, and this is the thing. This is hating your brother. Because, okay, he said it, and it's true. It's correct. It comes from the Bible. You know that. So, what's the difference from if Apostle Tahar came on a video and said, it could be anywhere from 1,000 years, and it's true, and it's backed up by the Bible? What's the difference? You wouldn't be making the same video about him, but you would make it about Gorilla Hebrew. Okay, so now that tells me, okay, it's not about the truth. If they both say the same thing, it's not about the truth. That's called respective of persons, and it's based on feelings. Because he didn't directly say it, but he said it. Okay, but is it true or not? If he's saying the truth, ain't no need for no rebuke there. Let's keep going.
At the end of the day, we know that the end is going to come sooner than 1,000 years, of course, because why? There's many reasons. Because all the prophecies that we're seeing be fulfilled.
Now, I'm chopping it up because I'm going to break it up. No, we do not know. We believe. Two different things. We believe it's going to come before because of prophecies that's happening, but we don't know. It can be, hey, guess what? The last generation before us, they thought the end was coming. Matter of fact, the leaders of his camp thought the end was coming in the year 2000. So we got to move past the no thing. It feels like almost like they want to fear bait people. That's like a recruitment tool. This ain't about a fear-based thing. You supposed to fear in the Lord, not fearing these men. This is about the truth. And that's something that I dealt with in the truth. This is what makes it hard for me, because I seek the truth. Now, a lot of brothers going to condemn you from seeking the truth. They'd rather you get in order and follow a lie. Just like I give you an example, and I always use this one. The year 2000 doctrine. Imagine how many brothers was shunned away, blacklisted, kicked out of camps because they didn't believe in the year 2000. See, that's just a good example of that the truth did not matter. It was about what the leaders was telling them. They say they know that's going to happen, even though they did not know. It's just what they believed. And just saying this is what we believe, they got prideful and started saying this is what we know. You got 500 days. You got 300. You got 200 days left. Right? And that's the pride of men. And how many men were kicked out of camps for seeking after the truth and going to the Bible like, wait, hold up. There ain't no truth in this. Well, they was using Bible scripture. See, you can use a Bible scripture to paint whatever picture, just like this guy's going to try. And it's like, how many guys was kicked out? Or brothers had to discommunicate with them. Can't communicate with this brother no more because he don't believe in the 2000 doctrine. And then the year 2000 come, then the year 2001, then the year 2010 come. And then it's like, well, we don't know what the real year is. Like, come on with the bullshit, man. And this is why we're still in captivity. And this is why Gorilla Hebrew has a point. We don't know. The Lord might say, hey, look, y'all ain't unified together. Hey, y'all got another 500 years. It's possible. It's unknown. We don't know the day or the time. Right? So let's let it keep playing.
Now, at the end of the day, this guy, Alazar, he brought forth doubt. Now, we know, again, he didn't come out of his mouth and say his...
So you saying he brought forth doubt based on what? Based on your feelings? Because if bringing forth the truth is bringing forth doubt, right, then we got a problem. Is this about the truth or is this about feelings? This is Psalms 40. You bringing forth doubt because what you're saying is basically that it's better to lie than tell the truth. This is Psalms 40. Because you got a problem with this brother telling the truth, or you either just got a problem against him, and that's hatred against your brother. Psalms 40, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book as it is written of me, right? And I delight to do my will, oh my God, yeah, the law is within my heart. I have preached the righteousness in the great congregation. Though I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. See, when you start going off your feelings, that's a slippery slope. Then you mad at IUIC and you say, well, they changing things. Well, they don't want to teach this, or they don't want to teach, or they know this, they know the Lord's name, but they don't want to teach it. See, that's what you could do when you start going based on your feelings. And you got a problem when they do it, but then you turn around and do it. That makes you a hypocrite. When you go off your feelings rather than the truth. See, they want to teach things a certain way, or a man can't have multiple wives right now, but in the kingdom we are. They want to teach things a certain type of way to keep their congregation. But then it's coming off as lies. And that what they're doing is refraining their lips from teaching the whole truth. So you got to eat the whole book, the whole row. But you're guilty of it too, because based on what you're saying is lied to people, fear-based. Keep telling them that this is going to be the year, or, it could happen. I see it happen in 2026 summer, but it could go into 2027. But then it could go into 2028. Then 2028 comes, then it's like, but it could go into 2029. 2030, that's the year. We in the 30s now. I think it's gonna happen. Then 2030 come, then it's like a year later, it's like, well, maybe 2031. Something just happened in the world. Russia just dropped the bomb somewhere. Oh, the end is coming. It's gonna be here in a year. I don't see this thing making it past 2032. And it goes on and on and on. You got presidents been doing that for 30 years. When I was going down to a camp, a GMS camp, this was about shit, like 2020, I believe. So it's been a while, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, right? Say 5 years ago. And I was down there in the camp. And 2019, y'all know what happened with around the whole world, right? When that happened, I remember having a conversation with a brother, and I ain't gonna put this bad on the brother because this is just what he felt. He didn't say this is what's going to happen. He said, "Man, I feel like we only got a year or two left." Now, from 2019, 2 years, that gets us to 2021, right? It's been roughly another 4 years since that time. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So we have to seek the truth, and you got to go off what the Lord said and don't take away from it or add to it, and don't try to use the Bible to spin it. You know what I mean? Hey, if he say he coming back in the third day, that means from today all the way to the end of the third day, that's what we expect. And that's what Guerrilla Hebrew was saying.
Don't be 1,000 years, but he left doubt on the table. Okay? Gray area, loopholes, and doubt. As one of the brothers put it, he left
the truth can't be a gray area or a doubt. The truth is the truth, whether you like it or not. You don't like it based on your feelings, because if brothers really start looking at it like, man, we might have 800, 700, 900 years, they'll probably wake up out of the man worshiping cult that they're in. They'll probably wake up out of these things. And then you will probably have a great falling away from your camp, but you're just going to say, hey, well, those are just fallouts. We're having a great fallout. It's sifting season. No, it's not that. It's just that people are moving past the bullshit that you got going on, because they don't have to be in your camp to be saved. But you could look at it however you want to look at it.
Plausible and not deniability. He can easily come back and say, well, I didn't say it's going to be 1,000 years. Yeah, but you didn't say that it wouldn't be. You know, you didn't make a
Well, I didn't say that it could be 1,000 years, but you didn't say that it wouldn't be, because that's not true. We don't know. You talking about the MOTB, man? They still gotta. Y'all been saying they was going to avail the MOTB for the last 4 or 5 years, and it hasn't been revealed yet. So it still takes time to reveal. It still takes time to update. It's still going to take time for most people to use it. It's not going to be me. Now this is just my belief. I don't think it's just MOTB is here 3 months later and the system just got up. We all hell break loose, we in the kingdom. No, I think the MOTB is going to be here. It's going to take some time, and I think that it's going to be here for a while. People are going to use that system. That system is going to be updated, perfected. You know what I mean? People are going to use it, and then eventually, whenever the Lord says the time is going to be, that's when all hell is going to break loose. But you still got a lot to go on. Look how long the Russia and Ukraine war been going on for, what, like 3-4 years now? You see what I'm saying? So war takes a long time. It's not World War III pops off, and then 2 weeks later, the end of the world, they didn't drop nukes in the end of the world and America's destroyed. That's not how war happens. They got cyber war. They got a biological warfare. Like, they got a lot of different ways to fight, man. So it's a war between United States and their allies, Russia and China and their allies, could take years before it gets to the point of nukes being dropped. So we don't know. Now, do I believe that it's going to be 1,000 years from now? No, but I have to admit that, hey, it may not. And what he really heard about is that Guerrilla Hebrew is making it seem like we might, because the guy asked him, we may not be here to see it. And Guerrilla Hebrew said yes, and that's what's really hurting him. It's true. Our generation may not see. You gotta prepare yourself for the truth. When you telling yourself, well, our elders is the top man of the Lord and they're the elect, and I believe that they're gonna actually get to see the Lord come back, and we're really basing our time period on when this thing on the end. It's based on your leader's age, because your leaders are getting old. And when we believe that they are the men of the Lord, we believe that they're going to see the Lord come back and they're going to be saved from America. So that means that it would have to happen in their lifetime. And then realistically, you counting in your head that, okay, well, they probably only got maybe 20 to 30 years left. So it got to happen within that time, because they're getting super old, rather than basing it off the truth that, hey, they may pass away and may not see it. All of us, or it might be passed down to our kids. That could very well be true. Just like the people before us. That's the reason why you had a year 2000 doctrine. Because you had older men that's not here no more that was believing that it was going to end in year 2000. And they believed that they was going to see it because their leaders was getting old and they were going to see the Lord return, and they did not. They passed away, and then you got the next generation, which is clearly fruits of them. They're saying the same thing. Well, we believe because of this and because of that we're going to get to see it. You don't know, though. Get out your feelings.
I understand. You just said things are looking pretty good, but then you said, but. Things are looking pretty good, but. But we know, pursuant to what's in the Bible. See, really with Israelites, but the congregation of the Israelites in general, the whole Israelite people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are waking up to this truth, that have woken up, if you give them any doubt whatsoever, they're gonna run with that. You have to give them absolutes, like put it in a bubble form, because absolutes is really what it's about. Now, at the end of the day,
he gave you the absolute truth. What you talking about? So you saying don't tell them the truth or hide a little bit of it from them? So don't tell them that the Lord say he's going. Well, I read in Hosea, Lord's gonna come back in the third day. Don't tell them that. In the third day, if we add it up and we saying it's been 2,000 years since the Lord, so we're saying, look, we got roughly, but roughly another 1,000 years. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them the truth. Like, hide it for them a little bit. Like, just give them a part of it. You seen we just read Psalms 40. I have not refrained my lip from teaching the truth, roughly paraphrasing, to your great congregation. Meaning that you're not holding things from them. You teaching the full truth for what it is. Yahweh Shai gave up his life behind this.
Scripture say, no man nor the day nor the hour, but Yahweh Shai did give us signs that we can look at. Matter of fact, I was going to kind of go into something else, but let's go ahead and read that in Matthew 16, verse 1. This is what it says. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and temptingly desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? So the Lord left us signs to look at and to know when the end was present, when the end was going to come. If we read the precept in Luke 12, 54, it says, and he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? So how is it that you can't see with everything going on the earth, that technology even push?
You just cut yourself. If this is being said during the time of Luke, you just cut yourself. If this is being said during the time of Luke and it's saying, hey, you cannot discern this time, and the end didn't come nowhere near that time, and even it is to today, that means you can't then everybody could do that for every year and every generation. Say, hey, you can't discern the time, the end's finna come. Isn't the truth more important? Hey, it can come. We hope it's coming, but it said the third day. Or everybody could just keep running around, which that's exactly what's been happening. Everybody been running around the end, the end, the end, the end. World War II, the end is coming. Russia, we got to build bunkers, and they build bunkers in the Cheyenne Mountains, in Colorado. They build bunkers because Russia's gonna come down. Russia's gonna come down. The end is coming. It's in a year, in 2 years, coming in 3. You can't keep saying that, man. You got to go off the truth. We don't know the time or the date, but we praying that it happens tomorrow. Right? And this is the thing, right? So their actions don't show what they're saying out their mouth. He's saying that, okay, well, no man knows the time or the date, right? Oh, but he trying to condemn Gorilla Hebrew for leaving the truth, for saying the truth that it could happen anywhere between this time, answering a question with truth. Now he's saying pretty much, nah, you're leaving doubt. It's gonna happen now. We believe it's gonna happen now. But you're not acting that way. Guess what? Guess what you're about to do? And not maybe him personally, but a lot of Israelites in truth. Guess what you're about to do? Today, Monday, you at work right now. You got to be at work. You need to be at work right now. Guess what? Friday, Saturday gonna come. We gonna see you on the highways and byways. Sunday, you gonna chill out. Monday, you gonna go back to work to the plantation. If we really believe that the end's gonna come in a couple years, why do we need to go to work? We all should quit our jobs. Isn't that what Yahweh Shai was having them do? So shouldn't we all just quit our jobs? What's the point of working? We believe the end shit. I mean, I heard the apostle say that, it can happen at the end of this year. It can happen early 2025, 2026. They believe that it's going to happen in while Trump's in office. So what's the point of all of us working for? We all should just quit working and all should just come together. No, actually, this is, where does it say that in the Bible? Where does it say that in the Bible? Right here. It says it right here. This is one of my favorite. Acts 2, verse 39. For the promise is unto you and to your children and to all that are afar off, even as many as the Lord our God shall call. And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourself from this outward generation. Then they that, and this is how they're going to save themselves from the outward generation. Then they that were gladly received his word were baptized. In the same day there were added into them about 3,000 souls. Ain't none of y'all had 3,000 members join y'all camp in one day. It says, and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine. So this is the apostles' doctrine, not your apostles of your camp that y'all made up. This is the apostles, biblical apostles, the people that are recognized and recognized as apostles. These are confirmed real apostles. It says, and all that believe were together and had all things in common. So this is a part of their doctrine. All that believe being together and having all things in common. And so even you say, well, guess what? These other camps, we don't have everything in common with them, so we can't all come together with them. Okay, well, your camp, just take your camp, right? It says they were all believe were together and had all things in common. Are y'all all together? Well, yeah, we together spiritually. But let's see if this is talking about physically or spiritually. It says, and sold their possessions and goods, imparted them to all men as every man had need. If they apartment is physical together, they physically in the same location together. Y'all camp ain't doing that. Y'all not selling all y'all possessions. He got a car. I seen him in his car plenty of times. Go sell your car. Do the apostles' doctrine of the Bible. Go sell your car. Sell all your belongings and put it in the pot. That's called a bank. It says, and they continue daily. No, Friday and Saturday. No, they continue daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, did eat with their meat with gladness and singleness of their heart, praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. That's the real deal right there. That's the people that really believed on their time that it was coming. It was finna happen. The end was coming. You talking shit about Gorilla Hebrew telling you the truth. But then your actions ain't showing it. If you really believe the end finna come, do that. Sell all your goods. Come together with all your camps. Part everything. Get in one location. Daily. and be in this truth. This is all you do. You wake up, you go to sleep. It's all about this truth. You ain't doing nothing else. It's just all about this truth and following the Lord, because the Lord about to come get us. Act like he's gonna come back next month on the Passover. Act like that. But you're not. But your actions don't really show that. Your mouth talk like that, but your actions don't really show that. Because guess what? You probably at work right now. You plan on going to work tomorrow, Tuesday. You plan on going to work on Wednesday. You plan on going to work on Thursday. You plan on going to work on Friday.
Forward, you cannot see that we're very near the end. How is that you can't see that? It's because like
he did. Being near the end means all the way to the third day. We were near the end during the time of Yahweh Shai. It's been 2,000 years later. We're still near the end because it's simple. 1,000 years to us is one day to the Lord. So as long as we're in that last day, which is a 1,000-year period, which goes back to what Guerrilla Hebrew said, we are in the end. We are close.
Apostles brought out, like Apostle Gabar brought out, because you getting comfortable. You comfortable in the social media fame, you know, and the riches, the money. It may not be riches, but decent money is rolling in. You see, this guy's going on different podcasts and doing a lot of different things. Went to the Super Bowl. What Israelite brother you know? Well, I ain't gonna say the man went to the actual Super Bowl, to the game. I don't know that. But you know, making commercials or making videos and saying that, you know, you going to the Super Bowl and this and that. You're in a lot of events. You're in a lot of podcasts. You're in the podcast mainstream.
And there you go. There go the truth. That's called hating. You hating your brother for what? Many Israelites went to the Super Bowl. He said, what Israelite do you know, Israelite brother? Like, we supposed to be separating ourselves. We supposed to be different than the rest of Israel. Okay, so the Israelites that's in this truth, that know that the blacks, Latinos, Native, or the Hebrew Israelites know that the Lord's name is Yahweh. You talking about the one Westers? Or what Israelites do you, what brothers that profess to be Israelites went to the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar. He did the Super Bowl halftime. He's an Israelite. He said it himself in music. I am an Israelite. I'm not black no more. He knows he's the Israelite. Did you miss that or something? So, man, come on. And you don't know who the hell else. It probably hella brothers at the Super Bowl that know that they're Hebrew Israelites, that may even teach the truth that was just there. You hate, you jealous. There's no sin. Where there's no sin, where there's no law, there's no sin. Meaning you can't say shit to a brother if he not breaking a sin. Because where there's no law, there's no sin. There's no law about jumping on a podcast. Because guess what? That means that it's no sin for him to do it. So what are you bringing it up for? What are you mentioning it for? You're hating. And been doing it for a long time. Jealousy. Now you are actually breaking the law by envying your brother or covetousness your brother. Because that's what it's coming off as. But even if it's not covetousness, you're still hating your brother. For no reason. Guess what? You put a camera. It's okay for you to put a camera in front of your face. When you sit down at your table and you got your camera in front of your face, that's a podcast. It's okay for you to do it but since he's going on podcasts that have more followers and more viewership, now it's a problem. Come on, man.
Dream now. You know, Adam 22, the no jumper and this and that. You're getting your face out there a lot. You got a brand, you got a clothing brand, a clothing line. You got online success. You got a lot of stuff going on. So, of course, you're going to say that. But the scriptures tell us that we should be hastening the coming of the Lord and not trying to put off the evil day.
You see what I'm saying? Now he putting something on him that he didn't even say. He never said he wasn't hastening the day. He gave you the truth of what the Bible says. Now you trying to switch it and spin something. You know what he sound like? He sound like the dude that was, remember, Paid in Full, and you got Money Mitch. You know, they were out there, I believe, in Harlem. And then you had his uncle that kidnapped his son. He sound like the hating uncle. I see you shining, baby. Let me get some money. You know, I see you on the podcast. I see you on No Jumper. You know, I see you, more people seeing you, more viewership. You know what I mean? But I got a problem with you. I'm just going to make up a problem with you and just put something on you because I'm mad. I'm hating. That's that hating ass shit, man. That's that same gang banging ass shit. I seen that shit when I very, very first got into the truth. Gang banging. Hating ass shit. This person said that person said that. And I just don't see enough guys searching for the truth. What is true or not?
Now let's continue on in the scriptures, because we read 2 scriptures, and I also want to read here. Luke 21 and verse 7, it says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and
But you cutting yourself. Luke 21 and 8 is you. That's you. Take heed that ye be not deceived. What you guys are doing is, what you're saying is to be deceptive. You saying you got a problem with Gorilla Hebrew speaking the truth directly from the Bible. Everything he said was true and confirmed about the Bible, which is also your doctrine, the things that he was saying. But now you're switching it up because it's him and you're hating off of him. Now you're saying, hey, pretty much like you're casting doubt. So telling the truth is casting doubt. So it's seeming like you're kind of saying, hey, be more deceptive. Tell people, make it seem like it's going to happen tomorrow or next year. And like, you know that for a fact. Don't cast doubt. So you're the one that's saying, the Lord is saying, look, take heed and be not deceived. He against people like you, saying, for many shall come in my name, saying, like you said, I am anointed. Because that's what you guys say. You guys say that you're anointed and you're the man of the Lord, right? It says, in the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. That's you. That cuts you. Because that's your whole point is, no, tell them that the time draws near. Don't tell them that we could be here another 1,000 years, 500 years, because it's all within the third day. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Tell them that it draws near. It's going to happen this year. And every year, when next year come, tell them that it could be this year. It could be this year. It could be this year and this year, and keep going until it happens. And then try to pop up like you're a prophet. You've been saying that it was going to happen. It might happen every year for the last 30 years.